Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live tonight. Kind of watching Cheryl wrap up her live right now. Gotta support Cheryl. She's awesome. She's helped me make my channel what it is today. Such a great, wonderful person. As soon as she gets done, I think a lot of her people are coming over here. So hopefully we'll get a good group of people in here pretty quick. Been out in the cold all day today, so kind of miserable. But we're gonna see what the heck we got to talk about here today. Maybe we'll give it a minute for some more people to get in here. Just 1 second, I'll be right back. Gotta go grab something. Hey, starting to get some people coming in here. Get my other account going here. How is everybody today? Hey, Doug. How's it going, brother? Good to see you. People starting to pour in here. Get my other account going so I can get a little one extra person in here. Turn the sound off on that. Oh, what have you been up to, Doug? Oh, guess I already got this one muted. Good job, me. Not as crazy as I thought I was. Getting a little bit of the sniffles here from all the cold weather. Being outside all the time, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's funny getting her going. Sometimes when I watch cat videos or other dog videos, she gets to going. Normally, she doesn't bark or make any noise. She's a really quiet dog. Right now, she's just laying in bed, staring at the wall. Yeah, Cheryl's wrapping up her stream here, and then we should have more people over here. Dogs are awesome, though. I love my dog so much. She's my everything. Hey, Joe Logs, welcome, brother. How you doing? Kind of in between my live and Cheryl's live right now, so a little wild. Railroad lantern functional. Yeah, they're very functional. Somebody took the guts out of them, put lamp deals in them, and actually has a LED light bulb in it right now. It'll function, probably not how you want it to. I got one in my other corner too. I got those. There's a house I cleaned out in town for some people when they were selling it, and they had the whole place. I mean, there was 20 truckloads of tools, antiques, all kinds of stuff. I mean, we got tools that were thousands of dollars a piece. Some stuff you'd never use. Like we actually have a like bolt tester. You can put a bolt in and strain it and see how much pressure it takes to break it or if it'll hold a certain amount of pressure or whatever. But there's probably a handful of people that could use it, and they already have them, so it's kind of a worthless thing. Now you collect Coleman lanterns, huh? That's awesome, brother. I grab my glasses. Can't see the screen here. Forgot my eyeballs. They're a little dirty. Clean them up here a little. Now maybe I can see. You can get my good cleaning cloth out one of these days. I can't get them real clean in my shirt. Yeah, somebody had these ones. And when I got them, they were empty, so I put LED light bulbs in them. They glow all red and pretty. I wish they were original, but yeah, somebody done tore the guts out of them. Put lamps in them. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they're more usable for me like this. There's my plug. I get more use out of them as lamps, but I'd rather have the guts in them and actually have them with the flame in them and kerosene, whatever. Thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, I still got your live playing over here. How's everybody else doing here tonight? I'm uploading a video right now for a premiere that I'm going to do in the morning tomorrow at about 11 o'clock. So that'll be cool. Hey, Global Tutor Academy, welcome. Good to have you in here. Unfinished project is in the house. Yeah, didn't put my banner up there. If you type USA, it will drop your link and y'all can get connected if you're not already. Doing other stuff and getting all kinds of stuff done, and I kind of missed a few things while I was getting set up here. Unplug that awesome red light there. After being outside all day, I'm getting kind of a runny nose. Hey, Paranormal, welcome. If you aren't connected with Paranormal, please hook that up, because she's really awesome, and I try to watch her scary stories every night before I go to bed. Helps me fall asleep. Finding out how corrupt different restaurants are and watching people get killed, and that puts me in a good mood so I can relax and go to bed. And thanks for everybody for tuning in here. I'm trying to get some hours up here, so I think I'm going to do a live today, tomorrow, and the next day. And Paranormal, when you get your show scheduled for tonight, let me know. We'll put you on here and do a redirect for you there. I appreciate it, Miss T. Always here to support my friends. You and your husband are both family to me, so. Oh, Ron Barrows in the house. That's Cousin Kim's dad there. Real good guy. He's got some really cool rat rods that he's got over at his place. I'll have to do some videos on them one of these days. We got a pretty big project that I'm starting over at Barrow's Garage. I helped him brought him a motor yesterday and helped him with a few things today. And tomorrow we're going to pull out a truck and start stripping some stuff down. I think 8 o'clock there would be good. 8:30, whenever you want. It's cool with me. I'll go for like a couple hours would be good. So works for you. 8 o'clock your time would be good, Miss T. Yeah, Ron's also a vet. He served in Vietnam. Got to go to war just like I did. I got my awesome machine from the VA today. So I can turn this sucker on. You put just a little bit of water in here. And you can turn it on hot or cold, and you put your shoulder thing on, you put your back thing on, whatever, and you just turn it on. You can turn it on hot or cold and put some heat on your back and your shoulders or ice them or whatever. Thing's pretty neat. It'll go all the way down to 34 degrees and all the way up to 124 degrees. Pretty neat deal that the VA's giving out now. Well, thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. The big difference is back when Ron got back from Vietnam, everybody was kind of an asshole. And nowadays, people are actually showing the veterans some respect that they deserve. And I'm really glad that he's around to see the big change and get some of that love that people are showing nowadays. It's a whole different world now. Back then, they just considered them baby killers and everything else. We're just doing what the government sends us to do for a paycheck, support our country, protect our families. That's what we're here for, so you guys can have the freedoms you have today. But somebody's got to do it. Yeah, man, this thing's freaking awesome. I love it. I just got it in the mail today. Got my stuff going through it and got it all full of water, but my back belt isn't working. It's plugged up somewhere, so I'm gonna have to go talk to the VA or get with the company and get a new belt. But it's a really cool deal. I had the whole big shoulder thing on earlier, heating my shoulder. Oh yeah, I'm loving it, Ron. You're definitely gonna have to get one of those. It's actually what I did my premiere on that's coming out tomorrow. It's a big video on the VA, how things are kind of getting better, and I do a whole review and go over my Thermazone and my new Alpha Stim system that they gave me. The place was so frozen this morning. I'm headed to the store to get a thermostat so I can start recording the temp in here, because we still have no heat. Yeah, no heat in Anchorage, Alaska is not a good thing this time of year. Might have to really wake your landlord up and start burning furniture in the living room to keep the place warm. Hey, Wendy. Good to see you in here. You asking who's Nightbot? That's my AI deal. It's a program that helps me run my chat there. If you type USA, it'll drop your link. Has Don gotten his back from hunting? I think he was after deers. See, my Uncle Dave was a chopper pilot in Vietnam and went on to be administration at Leavenworth Prison, retired a major. When he tells a story about Leavenworth, he will stop and say, I had the keys, LOL. I actually escorted one of my old buddies that I worked with in my shop to Leavenworth. It's terrible. She won't even answer my phone calls. I'd literally, if they got some kind of homeowner deal or something, renters thing, I'd probably turn them in. I know it's kind of a weird thing. Hey, Clarice. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Clarice. I don't know how you pronounce it there. I'm horrible with pronunciation. Yeah, good morning. Son Josh got a big, got an 8-point on Sunday. That's awesome. Glad they got some luck there. Can't wait to see Don's hunting videos. Got to get him the right hat and coat so he looks like Elmer Fudd. I think he could pull it off. Hey, Caitlin. Good to see you in here. Let's get some wrenches here. Make it a little easier to work things. Can't even be a good mechanic without a wrench. He's told me military prison is 10 times worse than your regular prison. Still have to follow military protocol. Yeah, they have to keep within regs, and most of them, they wear their uniforms. They just take all their rank off because normally you lose it all anyway. But even if you keep some rank, it comes off. Have legal services coming to an inspection this week for $1,600 a month. We shouldn't be without heat. Well, yeah, that's ridiculous. A few months in the winter and haven't had any heat at all. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I wish I was there to help you out. I'm quite the repairman. I actually ripped my furnace out when I bought my camper and completely went through it. Had to put a new control board in it. After I got that done, I like 2 days later, the fan went out. So I had to rip the whole thing out, pop the back off, and put a new fan in it. That was fun. If you don't get it in there exactly right, the whole thing tries to like vibrate off the freaking floor. It sounds like a helicopter taking off. But yeah, I have a lot of really good friends that was in Vietnam and stuff. My one buddy, I have his book. He autographed a copy and give it to me. He was in Vietnam. He was an F-4 fighter pilot, and he was flying over Vietnam and got shot down. He took a AK-47 round through his neck, and he woke up on a beach with a little kid holding an AK-47 on him, and he was debating whether or not he could take the kid, and he turned his head and just seen guys lined up all up and down the beach with AK-47s, and I believe he spent 5 years in POW camps, and then a few years back, he still had his own private plane that he flew, keep up with his piloting and stuff, and he got Parkinson's, so they took his flying license away, and now he does all the maintenance on his aircraft, and he found a guy that goes up with him and flies him around and stuff. He probably, I'm sure, gets a hold of the controls, but this guy has him, got his back so he can control things and make sure everything goes smooth and all that. Like I say, you can't tell me an old pilot like that's going up on his plane and not touching the controls and doing all that stuff. But he wrote a good book. He hired a ghostwriter, and he put out a book. It's called Finding God in a POW Camp. It's pretty awesome. Hey, Sweet Leth, how are you? Get you a wrench here. Be cold without a jacket in here. But yeah, it's such a good book. He's such a good guy. It was so awesome to just listen to all of his stories right there in person. But now I have his book, so anytime I'm thinking about it or want to look it over, I can pop his book open and be like, oh yeah. He tells all kinds of cool stories. Like one guy, to help morale, he took his jacket off and they got different colored materials, and he actually sewed an American flag into the lining of his jacket. And to keep morale up, he'd hang his jacket up and they'd do the Pledge of Allegiance every single day. And one day they caught him and they took his jacket and they ripped the flag out of the lining and they just beat the hell out of him. And the first thing he did, they said when he could move, he crawled across the floor, picked up his jacket, and he got a needle and he started sewing the flag back in it. Sorry, that really hits me, but just little things like that people do, even in that kind of situation where they're facing death. They'll do what they have to keep the morale up of all their friends and stuff. But man, gets rough on me to think of that kind of stuff. But if anybody wants to come up and chat, I got my link pinned there. Feel free to come on up and hang out. But yeah, I knew a lot of really cool vets. I knew one really old guy. He was the command chief. He was one of the command chief master sergeants of the Air Force, which I think there's only one at a time. And he got cancer. And where they lined him up on the machine, they have these lasers and it puts spots and they tattoo little dots on your back and that down around his butt. And they tattooed these little dots so that each time they can slide you on there and line you up on the machine properly. And when he beat cancer, he told his boys, he said, I'm going in to get a tattoo. Are you guys coming? And he had them incorporate the dots on him. And he has this giant dragon tattoo across his butt. He was a really cool guy. He's probably 70-something years old when he got that done. But you meet a lot of cool people in the military. A lot of good people. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Yes, Cheryl makes me bloom. Yeah, I'm doing good. Last night I actually had an old live that only got I had a few people in there, pretty good friends. And there's just a few people in there, and I only went for a little over an hour because another guy decided to throw his live up too and took all my people. So I think most of the time I had 5 people in there. So I cut it short at like an hour and 18 minutes. And there was like, I think I got like 2 hours or something, 3 hours or so for this live. And all of a sudden this morning, my hours just went through the roof. And I'm up to almost 1,000 views on that live since last night. And almost 1,000 hours. So that's pretty cool. It's really going to help me toward getting monetized. Give it a few days, all that'll hit, and I'll be doing awesome. Hey, baby Ewing, how you doing? Good to have you in here. But yeah, it's crazy how I don't think it was a very good live. It was probably my worst one, but all of a sudden it hit. And it's funny because the pages that it's getting recommended off of are like Katy Perry and Justin Bieber and all this stuff. I'm like, interesting. But every time I check it, it just keeps going up. So it's funny to see which videos take off, go viral, and can make you get up there. What's real, yo? What's real? I don't know if I've had you in here before. How you doing, friend? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Let's throw a wrench at you here. Everybody, if you type USA, it will drop your link. My Nightbot will take care of that for you, and you can get connected. Got to have everybody in here like family. Might be getting a little hot in here for a sweatshirt. Didn't think that through. Awesome. That's good. What's real? Thanks for coming in. Cheryl's awesome. Gotta love her. She helps me a whole lot. If it wasn't for Cheryl and my cousin and that, wouldn't be where I am today with my YouTube. I mean, I could be monetized by next month. So we're going to keep pushing through, and I appreciate everybody's support. Yeah, I'm always in paranormal. Sometimes not for a long time because I get real tired. But the other night I stayed up all night so I could stay through the whole thing. And back when she was running 12-hour videos, I leave my tablet running and my phone a lot of the time just to get her hours on there. Support my friends and family. I've even set my alarm to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff to go watch people's premieres just so I could be there and support them. It's kind of crazy, and people told me, they're like, oh no, that's too early for you, don't worry about it. And you know what? It's not a big deal. I'm here for my friends, and waking up a little early is the least I can do. In the wintertime, I don't work a whole lot. Today I worked quite a bit. I had 5 horses that we had to farrier come trim their feet, and 1 horse we had shoes put on. And Thursday he's coming to put shoes on 2 more horses. So we're gonna be a little busy this week. And then I think at 1 o'clock on Thursday we're taking all 20 of our cows. We got to load them all up, take them down to the vet, and have them preg tested. See if they're pregnant, and if they're not, then we take them across the street to the sale yard and they sell them off. If you're not getting a calf out of them, it's not worth feeding them all winter. Let's see. Oh, my premiere's finally all downloaded and ready to go for tomorrow. Tried to watch Cheryl's premiere today, and she come in there with us. It was like 8:10, and it was supposed to start at 8. It just kept saying that her premiere would start soon. What the heck's going on here? But finally got it up. I watched her video. It was a good one. Yeah, everybody, if you're not hooked to One-Eyed Cat there, check him out. He's a good dude. Don's one of the nicest guys I know. He'd give you the shirt off his back. Real nice guy. He comes out and supports paranormal and that sometimes, and he's coming to Cheryl's, and he's trying to get his subs. We're doing a race thing that they started this year. It's called the No Name Nationals. It's for YouTube subscribers that have at least 500 subscribers. And if you don't make the 500 subscribers by the race, you can't compete. So it's kind of a big thing that we push to do it and get our 500 subs so we can take our car over to the track and get to go out and drag race everybody. Pretty cool event. If you want to check it out, you can search on here. There's a bazillion videos on YouTube for No Name Nationals. They called it the No Name 500 this year because you had to have 500 subs, and 500's kind of a NASCAR in that thing. So they don't know what we're doing for subs next year yet, and they haven't released a date. But if things work out, I might drive across the country and my Thunderbird or my Rambler, or might take both and go out and race them on the track just for fun. Planning a few upgrades on my Thunderbird to give it a whole lot more power. Gonna be a good looking, fast little car. Right now, the way it's geared, it'll do 150 miles an hour, but have to drop the gears to get it good in a little drag race. Give it a little quicker acceleration. Barrows invented the No Name. I think he also invented fire. And he invented the pellet stove that will not heat your shop. It's my my cousin that I'm always over helping. He better be uploading a video. He's falling behind on his uploads. Hey Angie, welcome. How you doing, friend? Go to No Name 23. I will head up the bench racer division. That's awesome. I'll bet we can make a bench go pretty fast. I got a whole bunch of power wheels out here, old Hummers and stuff, and some little motorcycles and that. We could take that little Hummer and put the wheels on a bench and put the steering wheel on there and throw the rear end under there and just drop a 12-volt battery on it. You can fly around. Might actually have to buy one of them great big coolers and put it on there, so I can have one of these coolers that you can drive around with your beer in it. Be kind of cool. Hey, thanks, Angie. Yeah, everybody hit that thumbs up down there. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it really does anything for you, but it does for me. Sometimes if you hold your thumb up, somebody will pick you up and give you a ride across the country. It's pretty neat. We call that America. Also, if you don't like getting a job, you can sit out by Walmart with any kind of made up cardboard sign and everybody just pull up and give you their money. Great place over here. Some of those panhandlers make over $100,000 a year. Heck yeah, dude, I'm down with building a freaking big block picnic table. You'd have to do a good metal welded frame picnic table. They made I can't remember what show it was. I think it was Counts Customs. One of them, they made a bar. And at the end of the bar, there's a seat, and you can sit down and drive the bar. And people can sit there and serve drinks and do their whole deal and drink while they're driving. Yeah, Wendy English, she can actually tell you how many McDonald's there are from her house to Sikeston, Missouri. She counted them all on the way. Yeah, around here, there's a lot of people that make stuff like motorized picnic tables. They'll make a platform, have a motorized swimming pool so you can drive around. I thought about buying one of those truck bed pool kits to put in my old Ford so that people can sit in the back and swim while I drive. Hey, Leo, good to see you. It's my favorite aunt right there. One of the sweetest gals on YouTube. Pick me up a lemonade. I like blueberry. Just stay here. I will. We got 13 people in the house tonight. Not bad. Somebody should come up and dance or something. It'd be cool. Get you up here dancing around and stuff, looking awesome in front of everybody. Have a talent show. Everybody get up here and show me what the coolest thing they can do is. I can cut my own hair pretty awesome. Isn't brushed very good, but give myself a sweet haircut. Oh, 11 people in the house. I'm scaring y'all off. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Hopefully, Miss Cheryl gets feeling better. She's got a runny nose right now and feeling a little under the weather. So everybody throw a prayer out there for Cheryl that she can have a speedy recovery. She's a hard-working gal. I owned a 76 Power Wagon, and I had the bright idea to put an old pool liner in the bed and full of water. I was going to have my friends meet me at the 4th of July parade in swimsuits. All water was out. That's crazy. 4 miles. If you drove around with somebody in there, I can only imagine anytime you hit the gas or anything, they'd slide to the other end of the bed and hurt themselves. Be a wild ride. Yeah, you just get feeling better there, Cheryl. No worries, my friend. If I was there, I'd make you some soup and sing you Soft Kitty. The Soft Kitty makes everything better. Trying to get my stuff figured out here. Check her out. Yep, my crazy live's already over 1,000 views now. What? Pretty awesome when you get a video that just goes crazy. Yeah, hopefully Dawn gets feeling a little better there. Auntie Shar says, avoid Idaho Falls at all costs. You've been stuck on Sunnyside for over 20 minutes because of multiple crashes and the roads are beyond slick. Well, if she can pull over somewhere, we can get an old Ford and we'll go get her. We'll go through parking lots and over buildings and through canals if we got to. Hey, Vita and Diva, good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Let's get you a wrench here, friend, and check you out because I don't think I'm subbed to you. We'll check out your page here and fix that if we need to. All about making friends here. Yeah, we're gonna check out your dog here. Get you another subscriber. Because that's what we're all about here. If you want, you can type in USA and Nightbot will drop your link for you so you can all get hooked up here. Boom, right there. Got you subscribed. Thanks for joining my live stream. I really appreciate you coming out. Yeah, Sweet Leth, thanks for coming out. Glad you're here. Even if you're just sitting in here, appreciate the support. Every one of you counts, you know. You're all a big part of my life, and I care about y'all. That's what I told her. Yeah, my old truck, it'll go through about anything. We can make it happen. Oh, yeah, I was a little wore out the other day and needed my little back warmer deal after lifting that motor up in the trailer and taking it over to Barrow's garage. He's doing all the breakdown of the motor I give him to find out what all's in it. It's a mystery when you get one that someone's rebuilt and put a bunch of work into. You never know what they put in it. They might have the coolest, best parts in it. They might have the worst parts in it. But this motor's looking like it's pretty well built. Just from the heads and a few other things we've seen on it, it looks like a pretty awesome motor. Hey, Vivian Designs. So that's kind of his mission right now, is breaking it down and teaching everybody a little about the Chevy 350 and how to build horsepower and torque and all the right things, and getting the right cam for what he's setting up. He's going to be doing a whole series of videos going through the motor, and then we're going to do a bunch of videos on building a car. Hopefully we'll build something that can pull some wheelies. Hey, Miss Passendot, welcome. Let's see. Oh yeah, that Edge is awesome. I wish mine was all-wheel drive, but my friend, she has an all-wheel drive little car thing, and last winter the snow got 3.5, 4 foot deep, and she was snowed in. It's my buddy's mom, and she couldn't get out to get food and stuff. And I come out and got her in my pickup, and she's like, "How are the roads?" I'm like, "Oh, not bad." And then when we went through, she seen the like 4 foot ruts, and she's like, "Yeah, not bad, huh?" Yeah, we're gonna go back through it. I drove through and got her, took her out for dinner and groceries, and took her back home. And she told her brother, she's like, "Man, I need a big 4x4 truck like Mike's." And he's like, "Oh, you do have a 4x4 truck. It's a little Kia SUV thing." She's like, "No, I need a real truck like Mike has." Mine's all lifted. It's got 35-inch off-road tires on it. It's a mean truck. Yeah, Wendy, I don't really buy all that. I give everybody mods, and I got almost 1,000 hours right now off one live. So all it really does, from what I've seen, is if you give people a moderator, they can easily click on and go to each other's channels and stuff like that. Haven't seen anything bad about it, and most of my Filipino friends, they all do it, and they're doing good on here. So I've pretty much went through all the YouTube community guidelines. I've went through all the video guidelines. I've done a lot of research and reading and all that good stuff. I missed what the Dougster said about his bolts. New upper control arm bushing installed. I need to reorder new hardware and it's reassembly time. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, at Barrows, he was trying to count how many washers he needed and stuff. And it's like $8 and something for a box. Oh, that weird something just came up there. I think my brightness changed and my lights dimmed, and it was a little weird. I think I lost power. No, my clock's still on. Oh, my cord came partway out of my computer there. About freaking out. Like, why are we running on battery there? Hold on 1 second. I think I gotta plug into the wall. Something come unplugged or something here. My computer is going dead. Okay, now we're charging there. Sorry, everybody. You got some technical difficulties was going on there. My computer come unplugged in the back, and my battery's almost dead. Could have been in Idaho Falls. A lot of time I don't really notice if I lose power because I have solar panels on my roof, and I have a big car batteries in here, and I have inverters, and all my lights are 12 volt. My computer's got a battery, so pretty much I could lose all power and not even know it. If I want to watch TV, I got a spot. I turn my inverter on, and while the power's out, I can watch TV. My furnace and everything all runs on 12 volt. So I've got everything pretty much set up to where I can live off the grid with no power, watch TV, play video games, do whatever I want. Pretty neat. I plug into my dad's house to run my air conditioner and my fridge and some things that drag a lot. If I got more solar panels and more batteries and stuff, I could make my trailer to where it completely runs off the grid. Okay, yeah, it's showing that it's plugged in and it's charging now. Yeah, I only have one power strip in my whole house, Wendy. I don't really use power strips. I have outlets everywhere. I have 3 outlets within arm's reach here almost. Thing's pretty crazy. But yeah, I just live in a 35-foot fifth wheel camper. I'm a real survival guy, and I like to go live up in the mountains and stuff like that. So I kind of set everything up to where I can run everything without power. Don't have to rely on the power company and that. Yeah, when the zombie apocalypse comes, this is the place to be, because when it comes to guns, ammo, survival stuff, everything else, pretty hard to beat my setup. Everybody, like, since I was a kid, used to tell me, they're like, hey, if anything happens, we're coming to your house. Even when I was little, I was a weapons expert on pretty much everything. I can kill with anything there is. I have slingshots, blowguns, anything you can imagine. Throwing knives. I've learned how to fight and kill with about anything because I planned on being in the military. And when you're in the military, you need to learn how to survive. So spending your whole life learning to survive off the land and protect yourself is a pretty important thing to do. Yeah, bills are crazy. Out here, we do pretty good. Usually between me and my dad, I pay his power bill to help him out. My brother pays his cell phone bill, but his power bill is usually maybe $100 a month for my house or my trailer in his house. Doug. Zombie is hosting right now. everybody, check out Unfinished Project there if you don't already have him. He's a good dude. He won my giveaway that I've had so far. Really good guy there. Me and Barrows were both blown away that he knew what the hubcap I had was. We'd never even heard of the kind of car it was off of. It's from England. So we were joking that we're pretty sure it's just a cover and he's really Steve Maggs. Yeah, you do a lot of digging when you put your money on Dodge. Better get some pretty strong arms for shoveling, pushing, all that stuff. Really important when you own a Mopar. Yeah, see, he does this. He probably lost his 2 middle fingers working on a Mopar. Steve Maganetti, he was on Pontiac Power Hour. He's a big car guru, been in magazines, all that stuff. He's a huge collector. He builds model cars. He was showing some of his models off. He had like one, I think it was a GTO he had weight in the trunk. So when he puts it on the shelf, it's standing a wheelie. Me and Barrows, we need some decent weather so we can go out and do a junkyard crawl. We got one of the best junkyards on here. Need to go when I get some time off. We might have to drive a few hours, go check out some other ones we know of in close by areas that are within about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. The one we go to, it's about a 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive. Yep. Junkyard Gold on Motor Trend. That was him. He's a real cool guy. He laid some of his knowledge on us on the Pontiac Power Hour. And he talked about some of his favorite cars and just answered questions for people. Really, really nice guy. Real cool, humble. Doesn't really have a huge head. Let his little celebrity fame and stuff go to his head like a lot of people do. That's a lot of the guys we have on here. There's some that are real blown up, but most of them are real down to earth, nice guys. I knew he did something for Hot Rod. I'm not sure. You pieces, he can neither confirm nor deny. However, you have never seen Steve and Unfinished in the same place at the same time. Never see Unfinished face. That's the thing. He's somebody undercover here. He's a good friend, and that's all that matters to me. Real good guy. He supports me, and that's what matters. I used to rock W150 250s, but now I want a screaming fast D150. That's why I'm building shop truck. That's cool. Hey, Miss Passing Dot, love you. Yeah, I used to have an old Dodge. It was a 3/4 ton with a 360 bored over, like 30 over with RV cam and pistons. You could be going down the highway 60 mile an hour and just tap the gas and break the rear tires loose. My old driver's ed teacher had it, and I think he sold it to me for $100 or $300. Wish I still had it. Mags wrote for Hot Rod. Yeah, something like that. He did a lot of stuff. Real cool guy. Had some fame out there. A lot like Uncle Tony. Kind of little knows a lot about cars and all that good stuff. Wendy says she thinks she knows who UP is, but won't say who I think it is. Wendy, I can neither confirm nor deny that UP is Santa Claus. But he might tell you what his favorite cookies are just in case, so you can leave them out for him. It's pretty cool having a secret identity. Everybody not knowing what you look like or anything, but I'm not like that. I got my face out there in a lot of my videos. I have figured out from what I've posted, if I start the video out showing my face, I get a lot less views. If I show my dog or a horse or a calf or something like that, and then I can go to my face later, I get a lot more views. I'll definitely film it when it's moving under its own power. Yeah. It's good to film some little stuff too. Show what you're tinkering on, all that. Get you some good views. When the English is okay, Landon. I'll bet dude looks just like UP looks just like Ronald McDonald without any makeup or anything. When he takes off his shoes, his feet really are that big. That'll really push down on the gas pedal. UP, he's wondering now who Wendy thinks he really is. Oh, let's say maybe it's Hugh Hefner. I'm so popular, he's sitting up in the Playboy Mansion watching me on YouTube. Oh, he's snuggled up with a bunch of little honeys. Hey, Samara and Serena, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming and checking out my live here. Jay and Artemis, welcome. Hope that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, we're all just hanging out here having a good time. Anybody wants to come up, chat, ask questions, whatever, we're all down. So there's some questions I can't answer, like how did I get so gosh darn good looking? Just kind of born this way. I guess I can't answer that. Take a lot of working out, hard work, maintain this body. A lot of food to maintain all this fat. I can't say his name. He blocked me on his other channel. I'm wondering how many channels I've been blocked on. Hey, he goes to the beach in Delaware. That sounds like Santa Claus. He likes ice cream, so make his cookies a la mode. They'd make some really good coconut pecan cookies at Brolam's here that are to die for. I love those things. I like some good ice cream too. Been known to drive to a few places that make some amazing homemade ice cream. Me and my friend, we used to go over and eat at Reed's Dairy all the time because they make some real good creamy ice cream. Lately, I've been on more of a frozen yogurt kick. I like to go to the Orange Leaf, I think is what it is, got in town now, and go have me a great big frozen yogurt with little boba flavor balls in it and all that good stuff. UP wouldn't block you. He puts up with all the hate and that. I think that's Angel Marai. How you doing? Good to have you in here. Yeah, UP, he's too good a dude. If he had a problem with you, he'd tell you how it is. Yeah, I don't get the people just block. Well, sometimes it's okay to just block people, but I at least to tell them how I feel about something or whatever, you know. I'm not hiding anything. I'll tell you where you went wrong first to be like, hey, you know what? Calm this down. Don't be saying stuff like that. And then we'll get to the point where you may just be blocked. I'm not going to fight anyone on here and start drama. Before that happens, I will hit block and just boot somebody out. But they say I will let you know. I'll give you a warning. Be like, hey, don't say something like that to my friends in here or whatever. And if it continues, it gets taken care of. But anybody doing anything fun tonight? Yeah, no drama landing. We don't need drama in our lives. I don't even really get stressed out about things. I'm just a cool, easygoing guy. I'm always here to support anybody. So if you got anything going on, let me know and we'll get you some support out there. Share you on my page or get up and watch your premieres or lives or whatever. I try to get on as many as I can. Sometimes I have to sleep eventually, you know, but I've been known to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and chat with friends because they're having a rough time or whatever. It doesn't bother me one bit. They can call me and I'm more than happy to wake up and chat with them. Had friends call me at 12:30 at night because they're having a problem with a car and they got to get it going or whatever. And I've bought their car parts and drove out in the interstate in the middle of the night and replaced belt tensioners and all that fun stuff. Zombie land in here, just supporting everyone. Yeah, sometimes I got 2 or 3 lives going at a time, even if I'm just sitting back watching one and I got the others playing. I'll check them from time to time and throw messages out there. But if paranormal's on, I'm in paranormal, paying full attention to my scary stories because I grew up with Chucky and all that fun stuff, and I love scary movies and that. So paranormal and her scary stories are pretty awesome. Every time I do a live, I always redirect to her also so that she can get my viewers over there if anybody sticks around for her. But yeah, she's a really great person, super good friend, so try to do everything I can to help her out. Like all my friends here, the influencers and Team USA and all that, I'm always in their lives. I'm always sharing them. I'm always doing whatever I can to help them out. And then they come back and support me also. And I really appreciate it. Okay, well, take care. Say hi to Dawn for us. Have a good night. Yeah, Clarice, she posts a lot of really cool videos, and I'm always checking those out and throwing comments in there and watching them and showing her support. She's been a good friend. Haven't known her too long, but probably last 2-3 weeks I've been watching her videos and throwing comments in for her and everything to help her out. say I don't get a whole lot of sleep, but I support my friends. Right now, I'm not working a whole lot either, so it works out. Some days I only work hour or 2 hours, just long enough to get everything fed and take out the garbage and all that good stuff. And yeah, my boss, they need a lot of help because he just turned 83 last month, and his wife's 72 and has some issues. So my day's been good, Cheryl. Thanks for asking. I've had a pretty good day, and I got done, and I finally got my machine in the mail there. So that was good. I've been waiting for it since Friday. Here, trying to show you guys. Boom. Got 53 views since I last checked it. Can't really get that on the camera. But yeah, my live that went viral, it's up to 1,013 views. I probably got close to 1,000 hours off of it. So that's really helping me out on here. Gotten 1.2 thousand hours total in the last 28 days total. That's not my monetized hours. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate you. Yeah, tomorrow I'll have my premiere coming out. It'll be my second premiere. The other one I did the other day was only like a 4.5 minute video. So I had one person, Leo, she was in my chat on my premiere, which I think I missed most of my premiere because it didn't notify me, and I lost track of time in somebody else's live. But there was a bunch of good comments after, and it got some views. This time I'm giving more than an hour notice, so if anybody's available and wants to check it out, come watch my premiere tomorrow, and we'll have a good time in there and chat. Hey, good night, Doug. Thanks for coming out, brother. Yeah, Leo, she's super supportive, really nice gal. I love her. She's awesome. As long as I've been on here, she's been really supportive and helping me and stuff. She'll share me out, whatever she can do there. A lot of times, she's a hard worker. A lot of times she's at work and she just opened your stream or whatever, and then she's working hard in the background. But she always tries to get in there for support. She is right there. But yeah, we love Leo. She's a good singer too. She does her live stream. Here it's normally, I believe, Sunday night. No, I think it's Saturday night here. It's Sunday there. But I always go check out her live and support her. Hey, Choco Joy. Yeah, listening while working. Told you. She's always working. Lazy boy. Thanks, influencers, for coming out. Really appreciate having you in here. It's so great to have so many good friends. We're going to go for about 2 more hours, and then I believe Paranormal will be starting her big live for the night. If anybody can, check out some scary stories. Some of them are more funny than scary. It's freaking awesome. Hey, Tim, how's it going, brother? I'm not even going to try to read what that says because I'll butcher it. For Miss Leo from Sweet Leth. Yanni TV. I think I should sing her song in her intro for her. Maybe I have to lay down a track and send it to her. I appreciate you coming out, Tim. Just hanging out. Barrows probably still has us playing, but he's probably busy around the house. His wife was stuck in traffic in Idaho Falls and all the snow and wrecks and everything else. So we're keep her in our prayers that she gets home safe. There's a lot going on right now, and especially when it first starts snowing, so many accidents, and a lot of people don't have good tires and all that stuff. Oh, that's no problem. I really appreciate you tuning in, Sweet Leth. Just coming in and showing your support. Just amazing. Appreciate it so much. Shout out to the influencers from Cheryl. Yeah, we sure love our influencer team. A bunch of good people there. Wow. Yeah, my one live stream's up to 890 watch hours now. That's really going to help me. Video with that engine, I would have gave up by myself. Well, my back's been bothering me, and I'm trying to calm down a little, so I mostly just twisted it and scooted it instead of just grabbing it and trying to pick it up and set it in the trailer. When I got that engine from the guy, I actually grabbed it by the pallet, picked it up, and set it on the trailer. That was a few years ago when I was a little smaller and a lot better shape than I am at the moment. I'm having some problems with my elbows and nerve stuff in my arms too. That's my left arm especially. I went to some physical therapy and they screwed up some nerves and stuff in my elbow, and that's really hurt me bad. And my wrists are getting messed up, so when I pull or push or turn my hands, it hurts a lot. That right there really hurts either side. So I gotta start stretching, using my equipment, and getting myself back in some better shape. I messed up my foot last year, had some major issues going on. Had to go to a bunch of physical therapy to get my foot to where I could step on it without being in pain. Yeah, when I got out of the military, I had a really bad bulge disc that had pushed itself right out of my spine. And I have 3 discs that are messed up. So it's really not a good thing for me to lift anything over probably 10 pounds. We do it anyway. Barrows' dad was giving me hell when I brought the motor over to his house because Barrows was trying to hook onto it with a cherry picker, and I just grabbed it, slid it back in the trailer, picked it up, and he hooked the hook on. Told him no sense fooling around with it when I can just move it around, pick it up, put it where he needs it. Cheryl's laughing at us old broken guys. Old and busted. Man, I might have to take a couple second break here and throw on a t-shirt because this sweatshirt's cooking me in my house. I keep it about 70 degrees, and being outside all the time, I kind of adjust to the cold weather. So, the neurologist told me I should be in the Guinness World Record, and for medical, I have a fishhook spine. Yeah, you was telling me about your fishhook spine a while back. That's pretty wild. Let's see how fast I can rip my sweatshirt off and throw on a t-shirt. Just hanging out. Getting clothes off is my specialty. It's putting them back on that's tough. Boom. Changed landing. Yeah. Hey, Miss Passendot, love you. Yeah, I've always been able to lift more than about anybody. You'd have to be a pretty big power lifter to compete with me, and I just grew up lifting and stuff around the farm and just a big built kid. I'm a quarter Polish. That probably helps because they're big built guys. Most of the guys in the strongman competitions are Polish. They're definitely a big, well-bred people that have a lot of muscle. Yeah, it's not good to aggravate your back pain. Once I get up and about and I'm working and stretch and everything else, I do okay. But when I get ready for bed at night and I'm just laying around, my life's kind of hell. Pretty rough on me. Yeah, that pizza looked good, didn't it? You know the funniest thing? When I was stationed in Qatar, they use different meats and stuff over there. And I would go into the Pizza Hut trailer they had on base. They had little food trailers and stuff like that. The only actual hardened building that they had put up was a Dairy Queen, and they had a swimming pool there. It was like 145 degrees every day. So jumping in the chilled swimming pool, they had a cooling system to cool the water down. That was a nice evening for you. But you go to the Pizza Hut trailer, like the best pizza I ever had in my life. It takes pretty good pizza to beat what they pumped out over there. For a restaurant style, like a chain. Like my buddy, he owns a pizza place here in town. He's been in pizza for 60, 70 something years. I don't know. He's like 83, 84 years old. I think he started working in pizza when he was 14. Had his own restaurant. Hey, Ari. He's an old enough friend that my grandpa, that's been dead since I was a little kid, used to go into his restaurant and play the clarinet for entertainment. It's called Papa Tom's Pizza. Back when my dad was in high school, the one he owned was called Gay 90s Pizza. Or it was called Gas Lamp Pizza. And then the other side was called Gay 90s, and it was a bar. You could be on the bar side of the pizza shop or just the pizza shop side. Now his store that he serves alcohol in there, and he's got one side with pool tables and stuff. Pretty cool. Hey, Ari.
Howdy, Mike. I'm sitting here warming up the truck. I wanted to join you for a second. Say howdy.
Yeah, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, it's kind of dark over here. Let me find some light. How is it, man?
Oh, it's good. Just living the dream.
Got the old Apache warming up. Howdy,
Right?
Tim.
Makes me jealous every time I see that thing that I don't still have mine.
This one's sweet, man. I love this truck so much.
My dad, he traded mine to his buddy for I think it was an 86 or 87 Ford pickup.
Oh,
and
man.
Then he's like, well, if you want the Ford, you have to pay me because it's worth more money. Well, you traded my truck for it.
That's like something my dad would do.
And then he sold it to a friend. But the guy, he literally took the motor out of it and sent the truck to the junkyard.
That's pretty horrible.
Crushed. And it was complete. Everything was there in beautiful shape.
I mean, look, they last forever, man. This one gets me through Southern California traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, you maintain them good and always check your fluids.
Howdy, Cheryl. Right on, man. Well, I'm probably going to take off. I just wanted to pop in for a second, say howdy and everything.
Yeah, thanks for popping in, brother. Good to see you.
Of course, brother. Appreciate you talking to me earlier, too, man. It helped me out.
Yeah, good I can help, brother. Always here.
Appreciate it. Good night, guys.
Take care. Yeah. Yeah, brother Ari there. He's a good dude. That was That pickup that he has is the same as my very first truck. His is a 60 Chevy Apache. Mine was a 63. Pretty much the exact same thing. Mine was a step side. Really cool trucks. But yeah, my old truck, people are surprised how well it still runs and that I don't ever work on it really. But you maintain them, they hold up, and the old parts are actually better than the new ones. My dad's friends had his '08 Chevy Duramax. He's had it for like 2 years. He just took it in to get his fourth set of ball joints put in it. They new parts, a lot of them, they just don't hold up. They go to the lowest bidder. They don't have grease certs on them anymore, so you can grease them and make them last forever. Once they get dry, the bearings and stuff just go out and then they're dead. Don't build their starters and stuff rebuildable anymore. But yeah, but no, my 62 T-Bird, I'll bet most of the parts on it are still from the factory, never been worked on. It only has 20,000 original miles on it, but still, after all those years, you'd think it'd need more than it does. It's a pretty cool car. 60 years old. Hey, just chilling. How you doing, buddy? Christine, welcome. Good to see y'all. Yeah, be safe, Ari. Drive safe, brother. Just chilling. How's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. Got a pretty good crowd in here today. We're at 34 peoples. That's not a bad audience. Appreciate all my friends coming out. Y'all are family. And you got a stupid downloader from earlier popped up there. Christine's shout out to Cheryl. Yeah, just chilling always pops in. What are you doing? Just chilling. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate it, Tim. Thanks for reminding everybody. Sometimes you just overlook it. I'll get in, I'll share whatever, and then I'll look down and be like, oh, forgot to hit like. They say one thing in your shorts, at least somewhere in the middle or whatever, you should tell people to subscribe in a good way. Be like, hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe, and then continue what you're doing. Don't give people the option. Tell them to do it. Say, don't forget. I'm not saying please. I'm not saying if you feel like it. I'm telling you, don't forget. You better subscribe. Pretty much. They say it helps people to actually do it, because if you don't give them an option, like the way you say it, be polite, but if it seems like you're just telling them to do it, they won't really think about it. They just do it. It's a little thing with your brain there. A lot of people, if you tell them to do something or ask them to do something, they'll do it without thinking. If you tell them to do it rudely, then they'll usually be rude. If you give them an option, then they'll think they have an option, and they'll be like, man, I could just not. Just a little something I've seen on some of these big channel building deals. I always forget until the very end of my video, and then by then a lot of people have dropped out. But if you hit it within that first little bit of your video, you normally get most of your retention still going. So especially on shorts. And if you really want to mess with the algorithm, make a short that's like 8 to 15 seconds, because people don't really realize that they keep playing it. They'll be listening to it and they'll be like, oh, it's over. And then they kind of listen to it again and again and again. And when they play it like 5 times, like it might show that your retention rate's like 140%, because those people are watching it over and over and over and over again. And since I found that out, when I click on my friend's shorts, I go to their page, because if you click them on the shorts feed that pops up on YouTube, they don't get hours for it. But if you see that your friend's posting a short, go to their page, click on their short, and just let it play for a few minutes or whatever. It boosts their ratings. It puts them into the algorithm to where they'll go more viral, and then the hours count toward their account. 99% of people, they just click on the shorts feed and watch them. That doesn't count toward your hours. I mean, it still helps put them in the algorithm and get them a lot of views, which gets you more subs and stuff like that. But there's a lot of little things you can research. Watch some of these videos of these channels that have 300,000, a million. One of my friends has over 4 million subscribers. I've been kind of posting comments, and they haven't even really replied to my comments, and they know me. But one day I'll see her in town and be like, hey, share my videos on your page. Check me out, you know. It was funny. They're the Shaytards, and I took my 68 Buick Skylark convertible downtown to the gas station one time, and they were in the gas station. Her husband, he's hilarious. His name's Shay. He goes out and he's like, oh my gosh, dude, this is the coolest car. He's like, it even has dice on the door locks. And he like doesn't even say anything. He just opens the door of my car and jumps in and starts playing with stuff while I'm sitting there talking to his wife, because I'd never met him before. I knew her all growing up my whole life. He's from town, like 45 minutes down the road. So I got to meet him, and they've made millions of dollars off YouTube. Last I checked online, it said that her husband's net worth was like $25 million. Then they made a website that teaches you how to do vlogging and all that and make money off YouTube. And they sold that site to Disney, I think some odd $1 million or something. They have their own big studio in Los Angeles now, and they're all over the place. They usually come home, especially in the holidays. I think there's 8 daughters in the family. It's like 2 different families, and the mom and dad got married, and I think their previous spouses passed away or something. There's like 8 kids, and they come to the LDS Mormon Deseret Industries store. They sell all the stuff for the Mormon church, and they usually do a holiday singing thing. There's like 3 or 4 of the sisters that are big singers, and they get together and do like Christmas carols and stuff and do big performances in there every year. I think they even have a Christmas album out. And her sister Callie is she has some music videos out, but I don't think her career really worked out, and I think she kind of just got a regular job and gave up her music, which is sad. Even if you're not making money at it, if you love it, you should stick with it. She probably plays guitar some and does little stuff, but not near what she used to. I mean, she put money out there and had like professional done music videos and stuff. Oh yeah, Christine doesn't have a wrench in here. We'll throw her a jacket there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep up with everything in here. But yeah, it was pretty cool seeing somebody that I grew up with make millions of dollars and get famous. Put their link up here if anybody wants to check them out. Let's see here. Yeah, they have 4.8 million subscribers. The bow and arrow video is freaking hilarious. They got their son a little bow and arrow, and he can't say bow and arrow. He just calls it a boner, and he's talking about how he wants to shoot his boner at people. Pretty priceless. But yeah, you want to see a really hardcore site. They're actually called the first family of YouTube, and they've been around since like YouTube started pretty much. and they literally just record everything their family does, and they put Tard on their name. Like he's Shay Tard. I think she goes by Mommy Tard, and their daughter's Princess Tard. And then the one was Baby Tard, and their son was Rock Tard. And all these people have literally watched them grow up for pretty much their whole life on YouTube. Buy off StreamYard. Yeah, that could make you some money. But yeah, they're really cool, down to earth people. They get so many comments and so many views. Yeah, this one. They've put this video on here so many times. One spot here, it shows 14 million views. They posted it again. He posted it on his page, Shay Carl. But yeah, he got 14 million views on it. On their Shay Tard one there, it got 2.2 million views. They actually have it on here. They had it on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I'm going to throw a screen up here. We'll throw a screen on here. I'll show you guys. But yeah, they were on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Played their boner video on there. No, you gotta watch that one. It's freaking hilarious. Yeah, I got a boner. 3-year-old boner, hilarious. Yeah, Shay Carl, that's her husband, and then she has her own account too. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, she was on, what's his name? It was a big talk show. There's Avia, that's her daughter. Watching some of their old videos and stuff. But no, like this video, 5.7 million, 2.8 million. I mean, they're ridiculous. And now, like I say, their whole family's splitting off and their kids are making channels. I mean, there's a lot of money in there. My friend wants to get a 61 Plymouth Fury, bro. I was like, good luck. You know what? They actually, until I think they sold this year, last year, the junkyard that me and Barrows go to, they had 3 Plymouth Furies sitting there in a row, probably for like $600-800. Yeah, this is Shay Carl. This is the dad. He has 1.61 million subscribers. So yeah, they're making a lot of money off all these separate accounts, and they're reposting their videos and making all this stuff. So no, me and Barrow's Garage, we know a lot of good honey holes, and we go check out cool stuff. I think they had 440s in them. Hey, Quad Squad, how's it going? Let's get you a jacket here, buddy. Just Chillin' needs a jacket there too. But yeah, they had 3 Plymouth Furies just sitting there. I don't know what year they were. I want to say they were Fury 3s. I'm not sure. Don't know a whole lot about Mopar. My name is pretty weird, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, we don't care what your name is. We appreciate you coming out. And if you type in USA, it'll drop your link. Everybody can get connected. Okay, I'm already connected to you. Out of 5 subscribers, I'm one of your subscribers. 60. Almost had a 65 Plymouth Fury 3 with a 318 poly engine, but never did call me back. Yeah, I've had and almost had a lot of crazy cars. Don't check my meme channel. Yeah, I've never been a huge Dodge guy. I used to have an old Aspen. I've had some neat cars. I got a video that shows a lot of my old cars that I had over the last like 2 years. There's a lot of them. Everybody's like, man, you've had some amazing cars. And I'm like, that's just 2 years out of my 20 some odd years of car collecting and playing with. Oh, that's cool. We're glad you came out, Vivian. Appreciate the support. Yeah, you got to get some rest if you're going to work tomorrow. Vita the Diva. Yeah, I even had a cool Rolls Royce body kitted Lincoln limousine. All new interior, air rides, the whole nine. Had Lambo doors. It was freaking awesome. Yeah. Couldn't find an old Mopar, so he bought a cop car. My dad used to own a Lambo Ferrari. I don't know, tractor. Probably a Ferrari. Ferrari makes tractors. Don't know about Lambo, but I know there are Ferrari tractors. They're pretty cool. Yeah, freaking, we got old Mopars falling out of the sky here. I know Ari, he's got that 64 Dart, and I got to do a video on the 64 Dart 4-door, whichever model that is. They got one just like his sitting in the junkyard here. Good night, Vivian. But yeah, I got to go do a video, and I'm going to check out the headlight bezels, check out the tail lights, check out a bunch of different stuff and see if there's anything I can't pull off and mail to Ari to help him out. He's like, oh no, it's not like Barrows's, it's this one. And I'm like, yeah, I know. The exact car is sitting down there. I think it's a Dart 240. Sounds right, I don't know. Or 170, something like that. But yeah, they have the exact one that Ari has just sitting here. It's got a good slant 6 in it too. It turns over. So, don't know what the story is on it, but the motor turns over. Cousin Kim over at Barrow's Garage, I found a Dodge Dart that I was going to get. Found a heck of a deal on it. And I've been watching my money. I need to save some money up for some stuff I got going on. And I don't need 100 cars. So I told Barrows about it, and I got him a 65 Dodge Dart Charger. It was the year before the Charger was its own car. GT with everything in pretty good shape. And he talked him down to a song and a dance for it. He stole that car. But hopefully this summer we'll get a slant 6 all ready to go. Drop in that baby. And the way I got it worked out, my buddy has a swather with a 225 slant 6 in it. And there's some stuff broke on it. So we're literally buying it. And then we'll scrap the swather for less than what the motor would cost. So when it comes all in all, he'll get a free motor to put in it. The only thing is he's got a guy that's offered him like $2,500 as is not running. So if that goes through, then we'll never get the project done. So if you can make good money and turn a good profit off of it, I guess that's a good way to go too. Man, my throat's bothering me. How you feel about the World Cup? I don't even know what's going on with the World Cup. I haven't followed soccer much in a while. I actually went into the stadium and played soccer while I was deployed in Qatar. They built that new stadium to host the World Cup in Doha, and they let us go in and check it out. Pretty cool soccer stadium. But yeah, I was a big soccer player. I don't know, just haven't followed World Cup lately. Soccer's an awesome sport, and man, does it take a whole lot of stamina. It isn't like most sports where you have all the breaks. You are running, 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 running. Yeah, it looks like Paranormal doesn't have her live scheduled yet, so we can't get a redirect set up here. If anybody has any... Hey, no problem, Quad Squad. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming out. You're probably over where it's a little later than us. We're only at 8:41 here, so the night is still fairly young. I don't know how my screen gets so dirty on my laptop. That was good to see you too. I bought me a new laptop a couple weeks ago to get my just for my YouTube channel. Got a heck of a deal on an Acer. It's called the Nitro 5 gaming laptop. I know a lot of people at pawn shops around here, so I ended up walking away with it for like $500, and it got upgraded to Windows 11 now, and it's got a super fast processor. It does all the video editing and stuff, so I can do that. And now I just got to learn how to do it. Dad would like to have his Ford Torino GT back. It was red and white, leather seats. I remember riding in it when I was a child. That's awesome. My buddy, he got one that his dad got when he was a little kid. He was like a baby when his dad got it from their neighbor in Michigan. It's a 66 Ford Mustang convertible. Real pretty one, and it's actually the baby blue, which was a pretty rare color in them. As long as he keeps it original, that thing's a money bank. Switch my boots around here on the floor so the other side of them can dry out. Got them sitting by the heat vent. After walking around in this 6-8 inches of snow we got now in the last couple of days, after walking around a little, your boots get pretty nasty, soaked up and wet. It was 69. That's cool. Hey, Chabby, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate you, brother. But yeah, I've had some cool ones. I had a 71 Galaxy 500. I had it for years. When I first got in the military, I came home on leave and I didn't have a car, and I went down to the repo lot. They do repos and consignments. And some little old man had this 71 Galaxy 500 with a 400 modified. And in 71, those were pushing 375 horsepower. And I was talking to him. He was in the military too when he was young. And he's like, man, I know the military doesn't pay anything. He said, how much you got? And I said, well, I can come up with about $500 right now. And he was like, you give me 500, she's yours. And at one point, I think I let that car sit for 6-8 years. And I come home on leave, put some gas in the tank, cranked her for a minute, got the gas up to the carb, pumped it a couple times, turned it over, started right up, run like new. And I run the heck out of that car and never worked on it. Like 12 years I owned it. Then I sold it to some guy, and I felt bad because I needed the money to pay a bill. And he bought it to take the big high horsepower motor and stuff out of it from that year and put it in a completely redone Ford pickup that he had. I hate to see an old car die like that, especially as nice as it was. Yeah, keep the snow up there. You don't want it. Yeah. Yeah, it's been snowing pretty good. From like yesterday evening to this morning, it snowed like 5 inches. It's been heck running the ranch in it. Just walk through that snow all day, and it gets old fast. Wears you out walking with all that snow on your feet. It gets so heavy, and you're pushing the snow with your feet, and just wears you out moving in that stuff. And then when we were trimming horses and shoeing horses today, I hold them So I got the halter on. I'm just standing there holding the horse. I'm not really moving. And in the barn, it's concrete floor. And that cold just seeps through your boots and seeps through your whole body. And your circulation isn't really going because you're not moving. And you just freeze. Hey, Renegade. Thanks for coming in, brother. Good to see you. How you doing? But yeah, just standing in one place holding a horse for freaking the whole time they're sitting there shoeing it or trimming it or whatever, you freeze. There's a couple times I got a good chill and I shook and the horse kind of spooked a little. Wasn't helping the farrier much there. 62 degrees here today. Tomorrow's high is 35 degrees. The next week back up to 60. Yeah, crazy weather. We've actually been below zero already this year, which is pretty uncommon. And normally we're like praying to get snow so we can have a white Christmas. And here we're getting snow the beginning of November starting. Been sick, but getting better. Hey, prayers to you, brother. Hope you recover soon there. No fun being sick, especially if it keeps you out of work and you lose money. I know a lot of people, they're so tight if they miss a day of work, it almost puts them in having to go to the soup kitchen or food bank or something, try to find food because they lose that income. A lot of jobs anymore, they don't have much sick leave or anything. I think my buddy's been at his job for a good 5 years, and he's just getting to the point where he can start getting vacation. That's pretty ridiculous to be expected to work 5 years, and if you get sick or something, you just go without pay. He makes pretty good money, though. He's a plumber, and he just got certified and got his card and everything. He's a journeyman now. And where he works, he has set raises. So every time he hits a time that he's been there, they know, like, okay, on this date you're going to go up to $25. This date you go up $27, and they take good care of him. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. If anybody wants to drop their link and connect, just type USA and my Nightbot will drop your link there. Doesn't have to be in caps or whatever. Just pop USA and it'll come up. Makes things a little more simple there. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming out. We got a good showing tonight. There's still 32 people in the house. I know a lot of my friends, they're at work, or a couple of them are probably sleeping because they're getting ready to go to work and got to rest up. I know Cheryl, she's a little sick. She's got a runny nose and getting a bit of a cold there, I think. So hoping she gets recovered quick. Can't afford to be missing work and stuff. This temperature change, it's real easy to get sick when it drops from 60 degrees to 30 degrees and then drops to 0 degrees and back to 60 degrees. It really shocks your body and it don't know what to do. If anybody wants to come up, I got the link pinned there too. If you want to come up and chat for a minute, ask questions, just shoot the breeze. You're always more than welcome to pop up here and chat. That's the thing. I was worried this summer because we had such a hot summer. It got hot real early and it stayed hot. And I think a lot of that has to do with what they're calling global warming, the ozone, different stuff. And if it's that hot, when the planet goes to get cold, it's probably going to get that cold too. So if it's twice as hot as normal, it'll probably end up being twice as cold as normal or whatever, different percentage. When it was normally like 70 degrees here, it was like 96. And so, yeah, when it's usually 30 degrees here, I can see it being 0. So it's hard for anything to prepare for that, especially animals, because animals, they usually get a feel for the temperature, and when it starts getting cool, they grow their winter coat and that. And then when it jumps back up, they can actually start to shed that coat, or their body tells them not to grow it. And then you have problems with sick animals and stuff like that. We got a couple horses that are a little questionable with their winter coat and that, so we bring them in the barn, and we got them up in stalls, and it's a lot warmer in there, and they keep dry, and that way we don't have a sick horse or something. They're a lot of money, and it's an animal. You got to take care of it. Always take care of animals. If my boss didn't take care of them as good as they do, you couldn't pay me enough to work for somebody that doesn't take care of their animals. I've always been a big animal lover. My baby, though, she's kind of lazy tonight. She hasn't even come over to say hi. She's giving me the eyeball like, Dad, it's bedtime. You have a light on over my head. I'm going to eat you. I don't. Oh, Bella, she quite the baby. I need to do a short one of these days. Take one of my Milwaukee batteries out, or I got some batteries in my shop. Wire up that police light. So you can do a little short. You can see what I got there. Make sure you want it. I'm sure for the deal of me just bringing it down to you, you probably want it for sure. But just do a little short on it so you can see what it is and stuff. Be pretty cool. Might get me some good views setting a cop light on top of my car. When I got it, I put it on top of my Fusion, which is all blacked out and everything. Looks kind of like a cop car from the front. I put the light bar on there, and I put a Milwaukee battery on there. Turned it on. I made a video, and I was like, "Oh my God, the cops are at my house!" And like everybody was all freaking out. Like, what'd you do? Why are the cops out in your field? I'm like, turn the camera around. I'm like, yeah, look, it's my car. Hey, Miss Passendot. Good to see you're still in here. Thanks for coming out, my friend. Love you. But yeah, I do a lot of crazy stuff just to mess with people. One of these days, I'm probably going to give one of my loved ones a heart attack joking around. Oh, well. At least somebody be laughing when they die. I might do that in the next day or two. It's cold, so it's kind of been hard to find things to do videos on. Because I just want to sit in the house where it's toasty. Yeah, Miss Passendot, she's one of the influencers. Super nice. Really good gal, and we're really good friends. Got a lot of mutual friends, and I come out for her live streams. She loves to sit and chat with me. Really great gal. Paranormal just got home. Stream's been playing on the TV. Thanks. Really appreciate you. We got each other's back. I was just gonna check and see what my live that went viral was doing. I've been checking on it all day, and it just keeps going up. My hours, it's going to take a while to upgrade or update. Yeah, it's up to 901 watch hours on one live stream right now. It's a group of Filipinos. They actually have teams over there. They have like Team USA. They have a million different teams. They have the influencer team, and they all go around. They have multiple accounts, and they go around to all their friends' live streams and stuff, and they'll all get in there so that you get a lot of hours and stuff to help you out, get you monetized. But yeah, they're really supportive, super awesome people. I love them all. We chat on a daily basis. It's awesome. Can't think of a lot of the teams off the top of my head, but yeah, there's Team Aussie, there's Team USA, there's 100 of them. But yeah, like Paranormal says, she's had them in her paranormal slumber party. And yeah, normally when you're running like 7-10 viewers, yeah, they'll put you up 30, 40, 50. So they're really good friends to have if you're in this. Auntie Leo, she's a huge supporter. She's always working, but she'll put me up on her stream. She's family there. I consider her family, and she's super awesome, and she always comes out for my lives, and she's a great gal. Oh yeah. We understand, brother. Life goes on even when you're in YouTube. Yeah, my short since last night got 806, or my live stream from a while back that didn't do very well. Since last night got 869 new views, and I got 901 watch hours on it now. It's over 1,000 views now. Pretty awesome when you get something take off like that. It really helps when you're trying to get monetized. I got a lot of videos that are just cranking up, keep going now. Let's see. It was coming up here pretty quick on here. We'll see what it is. If you download the TubeBuddy app, or you get the TubeBuddy on your browser, you download it as an extension on your browser, it really helps. Hey, Lars. It really helps with adding tags on your videos. Nobody sees them, but you can put tags in there so that if anyone searches keywords, it'll pop your video up. So it really helps you get noticed more. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Sweet Leth. Appreciate you. 24,000 on one of mine. That's awesome. On one of your shorts. I've gotten like 14, 15,000 on some of my shorts. But this one was a hour and 18-minute live stream that took off. So all those hours will go towards my monetization. Appreciate you coming out, Lars. Good to see you, brother. It was so fun on Barrows' live, chatting with you guys, getting to know you better. I know you, I chat with you and stuff, but a lot different when you're on video, chatting, joking, having a good time. I need to share that live because literally that was like the funniest thing ever. We were all dying in there, just telling jokes and whatever. Yeah, my live is up to 1,032 views, the last update. I don't know if I refreshed it, but yeah, I have almost 1,000 hours off one live stream towards my monetization, which I think will put me up around 1,800 or something hours. But I'm getting a bunch of other videos climbing too that I think are long. So yeah, 1,032. Not getting any subs off of it though, which is sucks. But yeah, we had a good time. Hey Yanni, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, that's good. Thanks for stopping in, though. I appreciate every time I see you. I'm sure I'll see you later on in your live. Always enjoy chatting with you. Yanni's super awesome. She's one of the influencers. My sides still hurt from laughing. Yeah. We had some jokes going. I really liked when Wendy just kind of froze. We're like, hey, tell a joke. And she just, like, is that an impersonation of your husband's Mopar running? And trying to run? Yeah, she thinks I'm very handsome. She must have low standards. What's your question, Yanni? Always here to answer a question. Maybe, depending on what you ask. LP was left with you, Buck does it, and JB. Oh yeah, we had a good time in there. That was an awesome live. Hope the FBI or somebody was listening in so they could have a good time. Yeah, I had some pretty good Mopar jokes going. It was a good time. What time is it there now? It is 9:01 p.m. Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch it so I can catch some of my own Mopar jokes. I think some of them was just coming up and being made in my head as we were going there. Yeah, I know it was weird when the time changed because we have daylight savings time. So in the winter it changes an hour, and then in the spring it changes back an hour. And I talked to all my Filipino friends and stuff, most of them overseas, and I'm like, wow, you got off work early. And then after a while I realized, no, you got off work at the same time. My time went back an hour. We do spring forward, fall back, and they're trying to do away with it because the daylight savings time, a lot of people tell different stories about how it was to help farmers and that, but the main one I've found and researched, they actually had daylight savings time because if they changed the time, it changed the time you were awake. And back then, like light bulbs, a lot of your power stuff took a lot of power, which now we have LEDs and stuff, don't really use any, but it was to help people save on their electricity bill. Because if the time changed and the sun went down about the same time, stuff like that, then you used less power because you went to bed earlier when it got dark earlier and stuff. And it helped you to save money on your bills. But there may have been some aspect to it to deal with farming, but I really don't think so. I've heard that was a myth. A lot of people still say it, though, because they've been told that their whole life. 10:02 there in Missouri. Okay. At least you're in Missouri, so it's not far for you to, wasn't far to go to No Name. Yeah, you guys should get connected to each other. If you type USA, it'll drop your link, and you guys can check out each other's pages. Also, I make pretty much everybody. I don't know how Lars got away, but he doesn't have a moderator wrench there. If you click on the little dots over there on your phone, you click on their page, you can click go to channel, watch a short, comment, subscribe, and then you're hooked up. And then you guys can do notifications, watch the live, stuff like that. Make a lot of good friends. I mean, Yanni's family to me. She's like my daughter. Best daughter ever. And yeah, we're all just a big happy family. We get along. Most of the Filipinos and Filipinos that I talk to, they're super awesome, always happy, so full of energy, which makes you feel good. when you see people with that energy, it kind of rubs off on you, and you have a better day and feel better. So it's nice having so many good friends that are so positive and stuff like that. As you get the negative people that are trying to bring you down, trying to start drama, block them out. Warn them, be like, hey, dude, don't appreciate that. If they don't respect you, whatever, block them. No need for drama. Just brings you down, stresses you out. Besides my little PTSD and having nightmares, stuff like that, I really don't get stressed out. I don't care. Something happens, I lose $500 or something, whatever. It's just money, nothing to get stressed out about. Being stressed out hurts your health. Renegade, yeah, you're over there all the way on the East Coast. 11 p.m. It's hard. You got to kind of find a lot of people in your time zone too. If you're trying to build subs and you're trying to get friends and stuff, literally just click on YouTube when it comes up on the top. Click the tab for live. Watch the lives. Find people that don't have a ton of subs, usually around maybe 1,000 subs, and only about 30, 40 people at most in their live. Pop in there. Say hi. Get with the conversation. Talk to people. And, I mean, after a minute, most of them make you moderator or whatever. You can drop your link in there. You can talk them into dropping your link. You can connect with them all, follow them all, and all your friends just keep building. I've been on here less than 6 months. I'm almost monetized, and I'm like, I think 2 short of having 1,300 subscribers. So you work hard at it, you make all these friends and family and stuff, you can build your channel fast. I started right before No Name Nationals, and I'm like, yeah, even if I wanted to go this year, I couldn't make it. And Barrow's like, well, I got set up for 2 drivers. You're on my channel and stuff, so you can drive a car. And I was like, yeah, can't make it this year. And then by the time No Name hit, I had like 1,000 subscribers. So, but no, there's a lot of good people out there. There is a lot of bad people out there on YouTube too. There's so many conspiracy things. I checked out one live for a while. It was all like the people that are set on, they read the Bible, they have all these tables, and the world is going to end September 24th, and everyone's going to die. And it's like, no. I haven't had dinner yet, Yanni. I don't think I had dinner. I had Burger King for a late lunch, and I might have a cup of noodles before I go to bed. I cheat. I use my Keurig, my coffee maker. I just push 8 ounces, and I get a cup of noodles, and I crack it, and I put my 8 ounces of boiling water in there that it makes almost instantly. And I set something on top of it for about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, ready to go. So when I'm lazy, I'm doing lives, I'm just having a late night, then I just do something easy like that and fast. I'm a really good cook. I need to do some barbecue videos. I'm going to do some where I make my own marinade, and I'm going to put some good steaks in there. Most of the time for my marinade, I get some, we have a guy here that grows garlic, and he has a strain that's actually like really spicy hot garlic. And I put a good bit of garlic in there. I get a big Ziploc gallon bag. I'll put a good bit of garlic in there. And I put some fresh purple onions in there. And I put probably about half a cup or so of soy sauce in there, and half a cup of Worcester sauce, and some like red chili flakes, stuff like that, smoked paprika. Mix it all up good. Put my steaks in there, rub it around on them real good, and then I throw it in the fridge for 24 hours. And then I throw it on my Traeger smoker. My favorite is alder pellets. Gives it a really good flavor. Smoke me up some good steaks and stuff. My favorite food, that's kind of hard. One of my favorite Asian foods is beef pad thai, and probably American, mostly just pizza. But no, I'm a really good cook. I don't use recipes. I don't use cookbooks. I've learned how to cook since I was a little kid. My mom made us make a menu, and we all took turns cooking a night. So we got to pick what we wanted to cook that week. Me, I probably cooked 2 or 3 times a week, and we'd make what we wanted. My mom would show us how to do stuff. I'd look into stuff, but yeah, I don't really use recipes or nothing. I cook Asian food on my smoker. I'll throw a skillet in there, heat it up to like 350, 400 degrees. Throw my meat in there, brown it up, throw my rice noodles in there, throw some pad thai sauce, cook a nice steak, slice it all up, whatever. Throw it in there, make me some nice beef pad thai at home in my smoker. But yeah, it's good to get more videos out there, because it doesn't matter if you think you're a car channel, whatever. Throw some cooking stuff out there. Throw some decorating stuff out there. Throw whatever out there, because everyone isn't going to like just car videos. You're only going to get a little chunk of what's out there on YouTube. When you throw your cooking videos out there, okay, you just opened it up to a whole nother crowd, and you don't have to make 10 channels. A lot of these people are like, I do car videos, and it's a car channel. So if I want to do a cooking video, I got to do a cooking channel. If I want to go fishing, I got to make a fishing channel. You can put it all in one. Get so many more subscribers, get so many more watch hours and all that, because you have everything in there and you're drawing more of a crowd. There's nobody out there that just wants to see one thing. Even if you're a car guy, you gotta eat. The Hoover Boys, huh? Let's check that out. Yeah. Yeah, you seem like one of them country boys like me and stuff. But no, it's really cool to throw our country boy videos out there. Yeah, I won a detector from them and got to dig them with them. That's cool. I have a Garrett metal detector out in my shop. I need to get it out and do some detecting. Paranormal's in the house. You can get your live scheduled there, so we can get your redirect set up. You're starting here in about 45 minutes, I guess. Whenever you feel like it there. Yeah, there's some really cool metal detecting channels on here. I've been watching some. It's something I like to do. I actually bought my nice Garrett metal detector. I got it at a yard sale for $10. It's like brand new. Pretty nice one. It has all the discrimination and stuff, so you don't just pick up pop tabs and beer cans. You got to be careful though, because a pop tab it's like, you don't want to find them, so you set your discrimination to where it doesn't pick up pop tabs. But pop tabs is also about the same thing that pops up with like a $20,000 wedding ring. Your rings and stuff pick up on the same spectrum kind of as a pop tab on a lot of your detectors. So if you start setting your discrimination, you might lose a lot of good stuff. Hello, Yanni from Paranormal. Hopefully you stick around for her awesome live tonight. Super Goose in the house. Yeah, I usually have between 30 and 50 people on my live streams. A lot of it's Yanni and the influencers. My good friend Choco Joy. They're like my 2 daughters, goddaughters. They're awesome. Really great girls. Love them to death. 2 Garrett AT Pros. I had a White's M8. M6, M8. When I got out of the military, my shop guys come over. I was gone, and my ex-wife and them loaded my stuff up, and somehow my pretty much brand new white metal detector went missing. Nobody knows what happened to it. True facts. I know a good bit about detecting. I've hung out with some good people. The other thing that kills me on the Australian ones, it's a simple deal. My dad was telling me that they had to be grounded or something. He comes up with the darndest things. Most of them are wearing a backpack because over in Australia, they find like gold nuggets and stuff, and they're so close to the surface. A lot of the time, they just walk around the desert with a metal detector and find big old gold nuggets. But they had a chain hanging from their backpack or whatever, dragging on the ground. And he's like, yeah, I guess it's something to ground them. You're walking on the desert. They're making their own grid lines. They got a chain dragging behind them, and they can see that track, and they keep track of the chain tracks so they know where they've been, like setting up a grid. Like if you're metal detecting in a park or whatever, it's good to take string or whatever and put out a grid. I know a lot of big metal detectors, they even keep a journal, and they'll name all of the grid blocks. And they'll be like, okay, at 1400 hours in sector G6, I found a dime. And they'll put it in their little journal with the exact time and location that they found it. And the way they measure, they're probably accurate enough every time they go to that park. They might set up the exact same grid, and then they can find out like where people are dropping different stuff and all that stuff. Paranormal, hello from Yanni. Hello, Super Goose. I usually have between 7 and 15 on my live streams. Yeah, I'm usually around like 15 and that before the influencers and all my friends get in here. Help me out there. It's kind of to boost me up, get my hours up there. It's a lot of fun, plus you get plenty of exercise. Yeah, that's one of the best things about your outdoor activities is getting out and seeing things, lessening your screen time, and just getting out and exercising and having a good time. I love walking up and down the river. I have found on my one coat, my pocket is perfect, that I can open my pocket, set my phone in there, and the camera is just right to where it's like you're getting a front face view, like you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. I did part of it on my video that I posted tonight. I posted a long video. I think I titled it something about my life in frozen hell or something like that. But yeah, I put my phone in my pocket and walked around the ranch. Yeah, my life in a frozen hell. I posted a long form video too, doing my chores tonight, feeding horses and that. But yeah, I can set my phone in there and walk around, and you're getting pretty much my eye view. And I'm gonna go down on the river below my house with all the snow and the ice starting to go over the river, and just walk down the beautiful river. Maybe get some good shots of the bald eagles that live down here. There's a lot of bald eagles nest below my house. Hey, that's awesome, Paranormal. I should be about right there with you. I'm literally almost to 1,000 hours off that live stream that went viral last night. And then I have 800 and something that are already added up. And then these streams that I'm doing this week, I think I'm going to do a stream tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. Do 3 streams just to, it all depends if I get busy. Tomorrow is my normal night, and that's when I'm going to be doing it. And a lot of the time I have like 50 people out on my Wednesday night live. It's usually 40, 50 people. That's the best time slot I found. I tried different days and times, and that's kind of a blank time when people aren't really busy, but nobody's really taking it. So I can get on there and get a good crowd out, because other nights there's big shows going on and everybody wants to hit their big shows and stuff. and then you lose all that audience. Here's my link to my metal detecting channel if anybody wants to check it out. That's cool, buddy. I'll definitely check you out and give you a sub over there. Metal detecting is awesome. You go over my Facebook side to click on it. Okay, Little Dixie Diggers. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody, check out his metal detecting. It's a heck of a fun thing to do, especially if you're over toward like the East Coast where our country started out, because it's where the country started. There's some of the oldest coins and historical stuff. So if you want to find something really old and cool, hey Ari, you missed all the cool stuff. You have to rewatch it. I was just checking out. Tim shared his page here for his metal detecting. Go over and check out his page there. And yeah, check out some good metal detecting stuff. Have more videos coming as soon as it warms up. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to get into it and do some videos. I'm just going to put them here on my land and custom page. But yeah, it's right now you definitely ain't metal detecting unless you're just trying to find out where you dropped your tools under the snow, which I'm going to do. One of my toolboxes and some of my wrenches, I think, are still sitting out here where I was working on the Rambler. So we're going to be looking for some tools, moving some tools around. Yeah, if you can build multiple channels and get them all monetized and different stuff, good on you, dude. You got some of these guys like Rich220. He has like 200 subscribers and he wants to build another page for cooking food. And I'm like, go for it, dude. You got to learn what you're doing and get your page right to where you're actually getting the subscribers and that. So you'd probably be better off cooking on your auto restoration channel than starting a new channel and trying to build more subs there. You just gotta balance it out, you know. Got a lot going on here. Getting a few guys in here that all know each other pretty well, so that's always good. But yeah, I enjoy doing a little bit of everything, and that's what brings all the people out. A little combination of everything, not just one thing. Ari, I love his stuff. He's got that job at the restoration shop now, and that's where the good stuff is, and that's where the learning opportunities are, because he's learning all this metal work, working with the sheet metal guys. He's learning engine stuff. He's a whole lot of stuff to learn there. Real smart guy, got a good head on his shoulders, and that's what it takes. He's eager to learn too. That's a big thing. A lot of people aren't real eager to learn. They think they know what they need to know, or think they know everything, and that's where it gets dangerous. If your glass is already full, can't put any more in it. Hey, we got an upcoming live from Paranormal, so if you want, I can do my share screen here, teach you guys a little bit here. A lot of people get lost in the redirecting stuff. Man, I wish you could watch me tripping over myself at work. I sometimes get a little tripped up at work. Not going to say I'm perfect, but for anybody that doesn't know, my boss actually owns a big company that puts in natural gas lines, and they got a lot of big diesel trucks, all the diesel equipment, everything from your little mini excavators to big excavators, backhoes, diggers. I do all the diesel mechanic work on their stuff when they need help. Okay, guys. For those of you that are kind of new to this, I'm going to help you out here. This is a little hard for some people. I'm doing my live now. My good friend Paranormal, Mrs. Traumatos, she does her paranormal slumber party every night. Everybody should be checking it out. Hey, MG Villa Blogs. What we're going to do here is a redirect. Makes it easy for everybody to transfer over. So if you want to stay on my live here in 35 minutes, we're going to be transferring, doing a redirect over to Mrs. Traumatos's Paranormal Slumber Party page. What we're going to do is go up here in the corner of our YouTube here, scroll down, go to Creator Studio. I did a little short on this to help some guys out one night because a lot of people have problems with it, and I'm getting pretty fluent with it. We're going to go to our content button here, go over to live. Look, there's little Landon, probably about 6-7 years old there. We're going to click on him. Then we're going to go over here to customization. We're going to go down here, go to redirect. You can search your videos so you can make people watch your video afterward. Or you can go over here and search video from other channel. A lot of the time she pops up because I redirect her all the time. She's right here. But we'll do it this way. You go up to the top, put in paranormal or whoever you're looking for. We're going to go paranormal slumber party. We're going to go up here and click on her. And then she's down here at the bottom. And then you go up here and click save. Always save when you make changes on your YouTube page. Now that that's saved, as soon as I end my live, I'll wait till her notification pops up that she's gone live. And then I just click my end broadcast. And within so many seconds, it takes my entire audience and automatically transfers them over to her. And then some of these accounts, if people are just watching, or I have the influencers in here and different people, it'll automatically move that whole audience over to her show. And then instead of 5-10 viewers, she might have 30, 40, 50 viewers. So whoever stays helps her out. So that's one way you can help your friends out on YouTube. Just close that tab out there. But yeah, there's a lot of little things you can learn. You can do search the videos on the Nightbot. It'll walk you through setting it up. The Nightbot's really handy if you stream a lot, especially where I'm sitting here talking. I can tell you guys or put my little banner at the bottom of my screen there, which most people don't really pay attention to. You can put in whatever keyword you want. There's all kinds of commands you can add. And as soon as you type USA in, it'll automatically pop up your link, and then you can link up and go subscribe to all these people, share your channel out and get subscribers and build yourself. We're all in here building this together. You can't do it on your own. You build you a family in here. You all help each other out, and that's the way you get your hours. That's the way you get out there and get seen. A lot of trouble with YouTube. I'm 30. It's sad how much trouble I have with tech stuff. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. Like I say, it's not my first rodeo. I'm in here lately. I've been in here probably at least once or twice a week doing these live streams. And I if I have problems, I do what we all do. I hit search up there on YouTube, and I'll type in how to set up Nightbot. Pops up, you watch the video, boom, you got it linked to your account. Then you go to the video, top 10 commands if you're a live streamer you want for your Nightbot. You go in there, they'll walk you through. You got your other window open, and you sit there and type the commands in how you want them. Save them to your Nightbot. Then as soon as you get in your stream, your Nightbot comes in. You can get stream elements. I've been going to look into that more. I just got my notification that Paranormal Slumber Party's on in 30 minutes. I kind of talked Paranormal through that on putting Nightbot on her account, because she didn't get the link piece and where to post it and save it and all that stuff. So I pulled my share screen up and I walked her through it and said, if you have any problems, I can help out. And if I have to, I'll do research and get back to you and help you with what you need. Just that kind of guy. So anybody ever needs help, you want me to help you with building your channel, I can share you out on my community. I'll do whatever I need to help you out. Right now, me and Paranormal, we're pretty much neck and neck on probably both of her accounts and my main account here. We're staying pretty much neck and neck with hours and subscribers, and she's killing me in subscribers now, but we do good. We help each other out whenever I do these live streams. We communicate through messages or on here, and I set up to redirect to her and share her page every night and all that to bring my friends in there and help her out. And she posts and brings her friends in here and vice versa. And that's how you get your viewers up to that 31 we're at now, 32. Like I say, some nights I've had up to like 55 people in here when I was just starting out. I'm still just starting out. But yeah, she's been growing huge on her shorts, and she's doing the throw the shorts out there. She'll throw one out and it's not doing good. She'll throw the same one out again and it gets 15,000 views. And she'll put a new one out there and it'll get 4 views. And then she'll put the same one out there again and it'll get 20,000 views. And it's a hit and miss thing. And if you watch, she's got a lot of the same shorts on there. And on one, it'll get 1 to 10 or 30 views. And on the other one, it's got 20,000 views. So that kind of tells you there's not a real science to it. It's dropping it at the exact same time or at the right time, and the algorithm picking it up just right. Because a lot of the time, I think if it's out there for 10, 15 minutes and it doesn't hit so many views, YouTube almost just drops it off. But yeah, she's through the freaking roof. Big Unsolved Mysteries fan. And it's almost like a lighter version of that. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of true stories on her thing. There's a lot of really dumb ones sometimes that are just laughable. And we have a good time commentating them and stuff. We'll be in the chat like, oh, I'm pretty sure this is her dad. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is her brother. And we all get talking and joking and laughing. And then there's some that are hit home and they're a little freaky. The ones with the restaurants, real freaky. Have crazy people come in, find out there's crazy stuff in their food. And then I'm like, okay, thanks, Mrs. T. Now I can't eat at Denny's. I can't eat at Burger King. I can't eat at McDonald's. I can't go to Walmart anymore because there's zombies there. She's ruined my whole life for me, but I enjoy it. Yeah, that's it. Go back and delete the ones that don't hit because you're not getting anything off of them. They didn't catch the algorithm right. So, okay, this one has 10 views. Delete it. This one has 20 views. Delete it. This one has 20,000. Okay, keep that one. Yeah, it's true. All the food services stuff is true. Cheryl was joking the other day about balut. It's a bat soup, and she was joking because I guess they don't like it, but she was trying to say, "Oh yeah, white people don't like it, but all Filipino people love it." I'm like, "Well, I'll try it." And then she was telling me later, she's like, "I was joking. We hate it. It's a Chinese thing." I told her bat is just chicken of the cave. I'll eat it. No worries. I got that from Anchorman too. He pulls out the chicken and it has the fin, the webbed wing on it. He's like, "This is not chicken. What is it?" You know, bat. It's just chicken of the cave. Yeah, we were talking pizza earlier. Cheryl did a premiere today that was Pizza Hut over in Macau. Good stuff. We got a comment about veterans popping up from Dean Stevenson. That Dean's quite the guy. He comes out paranormal all the time. Oh, he's putting a comment out on my premiere that's coming out tomorrow. I hope it didn't show up. Hopefully it worked right. I've only done one premiere before. It's a new thing for me. I actually watched a video on how to set it up as a premiere. Found out I can't do it on my phone. Hopefully Dean's just putting a comment on there and my thing's set up as a premiere. Okay, yeah, upcoming. They just dropped a comment. Oh yeah, they have Pizza Hut everywhere. We had Pizza Hut when I was deployed in Qatar. We had Pizza Hut, Dairy Queen, Subway. Had a bunch of stuff. It's crazy. And then like Cheryl, she lives in Macau, but she works at McDonald's. Like you wouldn't even know there's McDonald's all over the world. Like she commented on my chat on there. And my comments, I got a comment from Dean on there somewhere. But yeah, good stuff. Or it reminds you of Indiana Jones. When you're out at the base, it's crazy because it's just like all sand. When you go into town, there's grass. One of my buddies, he's awesome. My buddy Bo Derek. He's a little skinny black guy, and he's like, they can't have like cool clothes and stuff over there. And we went in the mall and he picks up a pair of Sean John pants and he's like, "What the hell? They got like all the biggest names over here, all the expensive stuff." And I tell you what, people don't think there's money over there. Yeah, people in Qatar, you think Alaska gets money? The residents there get like $80,000 a year if they're actually Qatari citizens and they're Qatari people born native there. They're considered royalty, and from the oil they get like 80,000 a year. That's back when I was back there. But yeah, $80,000 a person to just sit at your house, and then they hire. It's horrible. They hire Filipino people and don't pay them good at all, like a couple $100 a month maybe to come do all their work for them. It's horrible. And most of them are just good people trying to get over to the U.S. Your oil money's under your fingernails, huh? You didn't get in as royalty and all that. I had a buddy, he was from Saudi Arabia, and he was trying to BS everybody. He was here on a scholarship program, and he's like, "Yeah, it was horrible over in Saudi Arabia. We had to ride the camel to school or walk and that, and we rode camels when we had to go places." And I was like, "Yeah, bro." And most of the people in your village drove Lamborghinis and Ferraris. It was real rough. And he's like, "How do you know this?" I'm like, "I've been all over the world, buddy. I'm a well-traveled guy. Your family was filthy rich driving supercars." In Qatar and Dubai, I think both, they have Bugatti Veyron $2 million cars for their police cars. They're just $2 million Bugattis sitting everywhere because they got to be able to catch these people with their supercars and stuff. So they have supercars as police cars. Your pops has a V8 Camel and yours is a 6. That's cool. Yeah, there are a lot of people over there in the Middle East that are stupid rich. Just depends on where they're from. There's still a lot of poor people out there, but A lot of the ones you meet over here on exchange programs and stuff are from the very wealthy families. I love the souks over in Qatar. I think that's what it was called, like the flea market. Going in there, those guys, it was the coolest thing, and they love to barter with you and just sit and haggle over prices and stuff. They'd start you out at $300 and you could leave for $20. They had like giant mountains of knockoff purses, and they had tables full of knockoff watches and jewelry. I bought a oh man, it's made for Bentley, a Breitling, big nice Breitling watch that wound up, and I ended up getting it for $20, and the guy wanted like $300. Hey, good night, Renegade. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate the support, brother. But yeah, I had this great big Breitling, looked just like the original knockoff watch. You could actually wind it up, and it had all the different dials that worked and all that for $20. When I got home, I was broke at one point, and I was like, hey, I got this Breitling watch on my deployment. It's a knockoff. What I looked up, there's actually a site that sells knockoff Breitlings just like it, and they are like $300. I put it on there. I think I asked like 100 or best offer, and the guy's like, oh, would you take like 50 for it? And I was like, sure. When I got there, he's like, I just wanted to see how nice a guy you were and if you were willing to bargain. He's like, here's your $100. I was like, oh, thanks, appreciate it. There are people out there that'll test you to see what kind of person you are and if they want to deal with you. That's cool to see, and they see it. Like most people, they find out real quick that I'm a real good guy and they can trust me, and I'll help them with anything. But I used to drive all over all the time. I'd drive from Mountain Home to Boise. Any person with a flat tire or any kind of car problem, I was on the side of the interstate pulling off to help them. They'd be like, oh man, you can't help me. I got this problem, blah, blah, blah. I get in my trunk and pull out my tools and fix their car right there and send them down the road. I had a guy here a couple years ago. He was going to pick up his daughter for Easter. He was divorced, and he didn't get much time with his kid, and he had an old clunker car, and he got a flat tire just down the hill from me about a mile. And I drove by, and I come by, and I was like, hey man, can I help you? And he's like, dude, I need a tire shop or something. I think they were all closed because of Easter or whatever. He didn't have money, something. And I was like, can I help you? And he's like, no, you can't help me. He said, I got a new tire. I got a brand new tire, but it's not on a wheel. And I was like, oh, that's no problem. I jacked up his car, took my impact, zapped the tire off, put it in the truck, had him hop in the truck with me. We ran up to my house, threw it on my tire machine. About 5 minutes later, we had it all mounted, blowed up, drove back down the hill. I put it on his car for him, sent him down the road. And because I was willing to stop and help that guy, he got to go see his daughter and spend the holidays with her. And sorry, I'm tearing up again. But yeah, he got to go spend the holiday with his daughter. And every time I seen him after that, it's been a while, but every time I seen him, he always shook my hand and thanked me and told me how good a guy I was. Like the other day, I walked into our little local gas station. The guy that's a firefighter I know, he got a coffee and a sandwich and stuff, and he was headed to town, all the way into the town, like 45-minute or so drive. Didn't realize he left his wallet. He got like $8 worth of stuff. And I told him, I was like, just throw it on my stuff. And he's like, are you sure? That's like a lot of money. And I was like, just don't worry about it. I got you, brother. And every time he sees me, he always talks to me and stuff. If I ever need help with anything, these people will stop and help me because they know who I am. But yeah, I just paid for his stuff and went on my way. especially this time of year, I'll go to Walmart or something. If I can tell people are struggling or something, I'll step up and pay for their groceries, pay for their kids' Christmas presents, stuff like that to help out these families in need. It's those little things you can do when you have the money or you have the skills that really help people out. They appreciate it. Hey, Marvin, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. But yeah, that's what life's about, helping people out, making a difference. Mrs. Traumatos and Mr. Traumatos, they do a whole lot to help people. They just cooked Thanksgiving and delivered meals to people. That was super awesome of them. They got a toy drive deal going on and a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, and people always tell me, they're like, man, you got a hell of a deal on this car. It's like, yeah, what you didn't know is it belonged to this guy's grandpa. And I spent years and did thousands and thousands of dollars of work free for his grandpa when nobody else was there to take care of him. So yeah, he pretty much gave me the car to tell me thank you for what I did for his family. So it's really cool. I don't expect anything back, but karma always works its way. Hey, Shop Cat, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Thanks for popping in there. Washing machine repairs. Better make a video. Them old washing machines can be a bugger. Luckily now a lot of those have trouble codes, and you can look up a trouble code and figure it out. Oh, anytime, Marvin. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming in here. If you type in USA, it'll drop your link and everybody can connect with you. See, he's from Team Unity. He's a good friend. Enjoy chatting with him in lives and stuff. We all kind of see each other around. Always willing to help somebody out. If you aren't connected, go ahead there and click on Marvin's link and help him out. I'm sure he'll return the favor and get you back. Anybody has anything they want to promote, like got a video coming out, something like that? Oh yeah, sorry. Thanks for reminding me. Get you in here. We'll get you moderator. We'll get Shop Cat while we're at it. Front loader Kenmore LG looks like the heater failed and leaks. Not too expensive, but waiting for it to show up now. Okay, yeah, gotta order parts. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these front loaders and newer machines, they'll have a trouble code come up on the screen, and you can Google that and it'll tell you what's wrong, and you can order the parts online and then normally watch a YouTube video or something and see how to fix what you got going on. It's a lot different than the old ones when you had to figure out the crazy washing machine crap and try to do it just experimenting. I know the old ones, I'm sure the new ones are worse, but the old ones, they could be held to balance properly and stuff. I repair about everything. Yep, TE, I've seen that code. But yeah, it's cool. It's almost getting to the point you're like a car with computers, to the point that your washing machine can diagnose its own problems. Ours, it'll stop a load, and there's a little thing, you open this door down below the drum, and there's a little thing you unscrew and you pull this weird filter out, and you got to clean all the stuff out of it, wash it real good, scrape the stuff out inside there with your fingers, screw it back in, and reset it, and it turns on and runs fine. That's about the only problem we've had. 10 years or so we've had that. It's my dad's, but I wash all my laundry and stuff over there. Yeah, everybody connect and get to know each other, be friends, you know. That's what it's all about. Make a little shout out, Ante Leo. Got my phone going off like crazy here. My friend, always got friends calling me and texting me and trying to get me to help out. Like say these people, they see it, they'll help you. My buddy, he knows he can always count on me. He's called me in the middle of the night and had me come help him out with stuff and fix his truck on the side of the road and stuff like that. His girlfriend's truck was having problems, and he told her if she found out what all the problems were, he could figure it out and fix her truck for her. Well, he got into it. He couldn't even get the bolts off the exhaust, so of course he goes and calls Mike, and I come over and I spent 7 hours under his girlfriend's truck putting new sensors in it, new O2 sensors, new exhaust system from the engine back to the rear exhaust. They got that new piece with the cats on it and everything. So I put all that in. I did all the work. I got a pizza out of it. Say, I work cheap. I tell everybody that Barrows pays me in Oreos. But really, he doesn't even give me Oreos. Usually we go somewhere, Barrows, to buy me a drink and buy me lunch if we're out for quite a while or something. But we're family. I don't expect it. I just go to help him. If he needs the help, I'll be there. Barrows is a super good dude. He'd drop anything to help you. He's got a lot of experience in metal work and welding and a lot of that, building all the rat rods and stuff that they do. All I can say is his no-name build that we're working on, I can't let anything out. That's his deal. But this outfit we're going to build is going to be something freaking amazing. You guys will enjoy his videos. Fixed my auntie's rear wiper today for a bowl of homemade cheddar corn chowder. I think I made out like a bandit. Haha, yummy. That's awesome, Shopcat. Yeah, I have a friend in Idaho Falls. She has a whole bunch of kids and stuff, and she drives an old Nissan Murano. Thing is a freaking mechanic's nightmare. Has electrical problems, has had alternator problems, bad valve covers, all this stuff. And she doesn't have a lot of money, so she can't afford to work on her car, so she'll make me spaghetti, whatever. We're always having dinner. She'll invite me over for dinner, and when she needs it, I'll go do $1,000 or so worth of work on her car here and there. I'll tell you what, though, I got a good friend, and that's priceless. Money can't buy good friends. And when you really need help, that good friend's there for you. My throat's starting to bother me. Ugh. I was getting a runny nose earlier too. I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold. Yeah, Tim, it's all I can say is it's gonna be awesome. Like we're drawing everything up, we're getting everything ready for the build. The motor I loaded up and hauled him. It's an old, I think it's about a 69 010 350, and it's got a cam in it. It's got camel hump heads. It's a built motor. It's got a competition cam in it. And I think we're running a ram air and some other stuff. Gonna have 2 Edelbrock carbs on it. It's gonna be a hell of an engine. It's mostly already built. What we were looking at, by the time we pull it apart and check everything and put all the new gaskets and stuff in it, he might not have to modify the engine at all because somebody already put a lot of money into building it. What he's building, we're most likely going to be able to pull the front tires off the ground. Hey, Dean. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. Figured you got lost or something. Buddy Dean there, he's quite the guy. He's always on paranormal with us, which we're getting ready to redirect over there in about 4 minutes. Fighting the cold for a week or so, but the cough came with it. It's brutal. I get dizzy sometimes from coughing so hard. Yeah, I have breathing problems from the military with all the chemicals and stuff that I breathed in, which I just got some information where I can put in and get that added on my disability for breathing problems. But I actually have a really reactive airway or whatever. And if I walk outside and it's a big temperature difference, sometimes I start coughing to the point like my entire abdominal muscles and everything cramp all up, and I'll start throwing up, and I'm in like serious pain from coughing so hard. Sucks. I've been so gonna look up a bunch of commands and put in a bunch of flirty crap so I can get Nightbot to hit on Dean. I can just do a little flirting, dating thing for a while. Yeah, he would never found to get lost from. I always know where I'm at. I'm right here where I'm at. I can always find me. If I can't, then we got problems. It could happen, but yeah, if any of you guys are going to be up for a while, stay tuned when I get off here and you'll go over to Paranormal and we can all have a good laugh and watch her scary stories. Dean's there all the time. He gets a kick out of it. He does some really awesome job with his comments and commentary on there. I'm never lost. Everyone tells me where to go. Yeah. My boss, he always asks me, he says, what do you think? I don't get paid enough to think. Hey, I don't get paid to think here. You tell me what to think. Uh-oh. Phone died in panic mode. Yeah. As soon as you get your stream going here, we'll transfer over there, Paranormal. I'll look out for you to start there. Yeah, I seen that you commented on my premiere that's coming out tomorrow. Down here are USA vets from Nam who comprised of a bunch of Kiwis got compensation in 2008. A great time if your kids had birth deformities from 245T. Yeah. Right now, there's a whole Camp Lejeune thing going on. They have a whole baby cemetery and stuff out there because everyone that was stationed at Camp Lejeune from certain years like all their babies were dying, having deformities, all kinds of medical problems. And it turns out all those years, all the water on base was poisoned. It was toxic. And the whole base, all these families were drinking it. So bad stuff there. Well, it looks like our paranormal slumber party's ready. So we'll finish up here. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks to the influencers. Thanks to all my good friends and family in here. Really appreciate you coming out and supporting me. And when I end my broadcast here, you'll all be redirected over to Paranormal Slumber Party. So if you can, please stay tuned and we'll hang out over there. Appreciate everybody as always, and take care. Good to see y'all.